Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, my broken English speaking people, them wherever on a day. We want to welcome you for another episode of Chat with Doctor. Today, inside the studio, we get another very interesting topic. And like the other time, I get some guest with me where he go explain on everything we need to know. The topic today, very interesting topic. I go briefly introduce him, then I go allow him, make he introduce himself, then we jump into the conversation. Today, we go talk about overweight. Doctor get different definition for that one. We go talk about that one. Make a briefly swing the mic and camera to a Doctor. Welcome. Introduce yourself with people.
So, I salute all now. My name is Dr. Albert Enotakem. I'm a primary care physician for America, and I get a practice for Upper Marlboro and for Silver Spring. But more importantly, as I hear my name, I'll be Bayangi boy. So today, the topic for today be very important because we talk about overweight, and as I know, Bayangi them na fufu and eru, and we'll talk about why fufu na problem for most of we African them. But now the main thing that I come here for this show with my brother Dr. Ernest will talk for una about.
Yes, when the man as soon as see this man so book where there's ahead plenty, you go explain all that. You go undo that head today. You explain all that in way you know where you go learn.
I come prepared.
We like them. But before we get to today's topic, right? The last time we get conversation, my people that will now go recall with that other holistic physician will become Mr. Studio to talk. Some topic become up where will be discussed. They talk about use of anti-inflammatory. So I be just want to extend the conversation to you today. People them now, if you go every side, people they preemptively take something, say the one anti-inflammatory, ginger, pepper, everything now anti-inflammatory. In fact, you go for shelf, you see all kinds of natural products, anti-inflammatory. I like the way they laugh. What do be inflammation, by the way?
So inflammation, simply put, my talk for una own at the watch. I know say all man they tell una inflammation, stop inflammation. My people, all that one are foolishness. Because inflammation a very important reaction for your body. If you get pneumonia, if you get infection, if mosquito bite you, your body get to mount an inflammatory response for fight that infection. If not, the malaria go kill you. So next time someone tell you say inflammation, tell listen that way Papa God give you for protect you against all the things that body ground where they want kill you. That's simple definition that for inflammation.
Thank you, doctor. Because it is just the thing they all over the place. So you go for shelf anti-inflammatory this, anti-inflammatory. They sell them now. All over the place.
The fastest way for make money now. All you need for to say na inflammation, anti-inflammatory. Even ginger, pepper. If you want sell them now, if you want make ginger and pepper finish for market for cook chop, just to say na anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
All man with the watch will go buy them.
Okay.
And the reason why I know now, because right now, as when I look the program with Dr. Ernest, if when I go open a medicine cabinet, half of the thing that inside in are anti-inflammatory, which some man don't fool una, sell them for una.
Okay, good. So when I don't hear, you know, they like say inflammation are wrong thing. In fact, when we be the go school, some 4 cardinal things they be there where they call them rumor, tubor, dolor, and calor. When are the 4 cardinal signs them that for inflammation, right?
Yes.
Swelling, redness, pain, and rubor, redness.
So rubor, yes, redness. Because blood get to come for skin.
Yes.
Dolor, because you go feel pain. Because pain itself na a safety mechanism. Because if you don't know say something they hurt you know if you move your hand for fire.
Exactly.
So God put that pain as part of the process. Next, you get, so we'll talk about, you get calor. Warmth, because when blood comes for that area, they place the warmth. So you get rubor, tumor, and then
swelling.
the place is swell because for that area, blood get to go, white cells they get to go for mount an inflammatory response against the T way one kill you. So inflammation a good thing for your body. Now, you get situations where inflammation they go out of control, what they call an autoimmune diseases. If you don't hear rheumatoid arthritis or inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease, that one they're not in them. Now, special cases where inflammation be excessive, but for the most part, inflammation a good thing. So if someone tell you say deep medicine are anti-inflammatory, ask you first who's a medical degree there.
Okay. So you just talked the one way I want to ask you, say in some situations the way inflammation they just go out of control and you just answer the thing. So yes, there's situations the way it be necessary for control the normal response because the response is not the control itself.
Yes.
It just go out of control. Say in those circumstances, those rare instances, yes, it go fine for try for subdue for control them, but not this on kind of very wild and rampant use of things. People that they go cut leaves them or they go cut vegetable, mix and grind them, say, oh, this one are anti-inflammatory. Then the entire population, because we don't even know the side effects, whether some of those things then truly they be effective. We just because some person say an anti-inflammatory swipe them, drink them. People that even overdose on the things and sometimes
they overdose on them. But may I tell you, Dr. Ernest, why even be more dangerous? If it just been a matter for overdose or take the medicine them and spend money, I go say, okay, be okay, right? I know say be okay, but, to each his own. But the most dangerous thing, now say people that they forego real treatment for chase the fantasma for Italian.
Fantasy.
These fantasies, yes. Right? Because I get patient. Nigerian girl, 38 years old, if be 42 years old, he deny treatment. After I be diagnosed with breast cancer, he deny treatment. Here for Doctors Community Hospital, say no one treatment, he go take natural remedies.
No, doctor, we go come for that one. We go attack that, deal with that issue. So I just want we address this issue for this uncontrolled use for anti-inflammatory, like say some new, that and bonbon, that will be small.
Yeah, now
we define bonbon no. My mommy give a bonbon, we put down, then we leave the red like saying that the new thing that. But maybe we go back for the conversation, today's conversation, this overweight. What do you overweight?
So overweight na mawe carry, if you carry excess fat, you be overweight. But how would they define person who carry excess fat? You use a metric or you use something where they call body mass index. It means would they take you, put you for scale, see how much you weigh, then check your height, see how tall you be, and then from that one would they get a determination, or would they see weight your normal weight supposed to be, and when you be out of that range. So for normal person, normal body mass index, now 24.9 to 19. So if you there within that range, you there okay. If you too small, if you there below 19, you over dry. If you there more than 25 or 25 or more, then you be overweight. If you be 30 or more, you be class 1 obese. That obesity, now the fancy, now the way we would use them for column for medicine, say you over fat.
Good.
If you go for class 2 obesity, if you be 35 and more, it means say you over fat.
Good.
Now, that's a class 2. If you be class 3 obesity, more than 35, it means say you fish you don't see your belly around your knee.
Okay.
That one a fat.
Okay, fat. I like the way you put that. I don't tell you now. It can bring you on your definition of fat. Now, class 3 that. So, but doctor, what should be which thing did cause this problem? Tell me, because when we be there young, that be there plenty. Now it did like say this the overweight with the talk. It did like so new. It did like the new anti-inflammatory now. any man you want to for backside cartier people that every person now overweight. What should be the issue? What did it cause them?
Well, the issue be more you get plenty of reasons why it happen, but more talk about the one that they be most common. Most start with America because all with the America.
Okay, pa.
So you get studies that actually show, say scientific studies say when they come America within 5 years, most people that they gain at least 20 to 30 pounds. And Mrs. Avo at the Turkey, I be clear case. I come America within 5 years, I gain 40 pounds just for being in America. Now, more talk about why that one they actually happen, right? America is a special case because a lot of the first reason, and the one apply not just for Africans, all immigrants. The study will include immigrants for Asia, for Africa, all immigrants, and basically, but the people where they gain the most weight, now the one they come on Latin America, Southeast Asia, Africa, and Caribbean. And I go tell you, since we didn't have place where we talk to honestly amongst ourselves, the first thing, the reason that because when people they come up from poor background, they come America, they see a lot of chop where they nobody chop for their country then.
Yeah.
Right?
So no, stop for there. So when you come here, you see plenty chop where you nobody chop. You say you gain 40, now the thing that will be making you gain the 40 pounds. You be talking
You've never chop croissant.
Okay, so it is just your simple example, right? Some things that they way when we come out, so we will grow. Yeah. They just advertise them. The thing I want me would understand, I say sometimes when you go, you're sitting for TV, it looks so beautiful, right? We come here, I see the talk. When you enter, you don't ever sit sometime, you see one big packet meat cost only $2. Mm-hmm. When we be there, small picking, 1 kilo meat be I think 500 francs or 1,000 francs, whatever it be there. Mm-hmm. They go cook that one small pot meat for 10 people. Now, if you take your $2, so you go buy one big, so those kind of things, then they try for.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
The moment you come, you see abundance, so you never ever get them.
Okay.
And all you need to do now, will go for African, I talk Africans because now put the way they interact with the most. You go for people they are fridge, including my own for house. We'll get 3 refrigerators for house. We not only chop day.
Okay.
And most Africans now suit their house a day. But the house, they usually get like 4 or 5 people there. On average, most Africans for America get more food stored in their house than chop what they chop for 1 year for their house when they come over Cameroon.
Great. So the biggest factor which Dr. Takem the talk na say na chop, na food. I know people they try for conflate, they mix all exercises. Now some old saying there you are what you eat. When you chop plenty, you chop small and all that thing. So, but my people then, before we go far, I just want to remind when I say, as when they watch this thing, when I follow we for all social media handles them. Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X. Una name them, we did it. Una go to see and they just scroll for the bottom for una screen. Una follow we, una make comments, una share, una in fact call una people them. So una dance something. If find so taste on channel, say may they join una, share and may they share with the people, they may they share on everybody. So briefly we go take some quick break. When we come back from that quick break, I will ask doctor plenty questions about this overweight thing. We don't talk a little bit about what it causes. We go talk now about some of the things when you don't be overweight, it go happen for your body. Then it go jump inside the most interesting topic. How did it treat them? When the biggest thing now for this America.
Yes.
When they come back, when I wait for some more time. All right, my people, then when I welcome back, before we take some quick break, I'll be telling when I say we go come now for the real part of this conversation. Make we start, Dr. Takam, I go ask you, make you briefly tell we this overweight, something the way, what to be the health consequences. Just list with some few health consequences and things where they happen for people them where they be overweight.
Okay, so I'll tell you now the first one and the biggest, of course, not type 2 diabetes. So 85% of
What do you mean
people.
diabetes?
So diabetes is a situation where your body no fit control the amount of sugar where your body they receive or make. No be say you over chop sugar. Now say your body no fit handle sugar the way normally it's supposed to do them. Now, why it be a problem for man we get excess weight? Because 85% of all people that they get type 2 diabetes, they also get excess fat. That is, since we're amongst we here, more to say people with the fat, right? 85% of people that get type 2 diabetes are people with the fat. And so consequently, now the biggest problem that. Secondly, type 2 diabetes be associated with high blood pressure. High blood pressure, they eventually cause strokes. Thirdly, type 2 diabetes, now the third leading cause for people they wind up for dialysis. When you get kidney disease, so they go be for dialysis, they tie you for machine, they hook you up for machine 3 times a week. Now see obesity. Now leading cause for knee and hip problems. Of course.
Why? Why?
Because if you get excess weight, imagine your poor knees where they're supposed to support their weight for 180, 190 pounds. Now you add 100 pounds on top of that same knees, right? Eventually that knees, because remember, osteoarthritis is now a wear and tear problem.
Okay.
Primarily.
Okay.
Right? So the more, if you get to move, if your knees get to move 180 pounds, then all of a sudden they start move 300 pounds, no problem. Good. 250 pounds, no problem. Right? And studies don't show, say when people, they lose weight, knee problems, their knee pain, hip pain, they get better. And last but not least, and very important, excess fat for body be associated with cardiovascular disease because fat they produce something the way they call a hormone for your body, chemicals the way they cause heart disease and cancer. Many cancers they be associated with excess fat. So excess fat, we'll talk obesity, say person fat, not just a cosmetic problem.
Okay.
Now an actual health problem. Now I think that will classify them as a bit now fat, and fat.
Okay. So my people then nobody say Dr. Kamifo can scare people them. This one a reality. It can for can talk real issues for well, maybe not scare tactic, but for make people they may come back to themselves to understand. Say this problem for excess fat, overweight, fat. Not serious problem. Una not take them like saying just some casual thing. And primarily from the conversation where we don't get them earlier, the biggest cause na chop. Now the thing what they put the inside with body na it make this thing. Doctor just come up for talk say when you get fat, you get some other thing, diabetes, you get high blood pressure, something that they call a metabolic syndrome. Now what is that?
So metabolic syndrome, now when you never get diabetes, simply put, right? Because you are with the way to be metabolic syndrome, basically you be on your way to, because you define them by with circumference. Right? For men, I think your weight circumference 102 inches. For women, I believe 105 inches. Then you get your blood sugar, glycemic, your fasting blood sugar between 110 and 126. All that one and your blood pressure get to be, I think, below 130/90.
Okay.
So all that one, now person will never get either high blood pressure or diabetes.
Okay.
But once you get type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome goes out of the way. So basically, what me at the time a patient, I say metabolic syndrome now a warning sign. Say that fat for your body, they already cause problem.
Okay.
Do something about it.
Okay. So my people, make we come back and tell us some of these risks them kidney problem, cancer, respiratory problem, asthma, all those them. It don't talk cardiovascular, heart attack, stroke. It don't list them. But now the problem now, doctor, where you go answer quick. How to fix this problem? Make we not talk long one, because the most important thing where they happen for with society now, the quick fix. I want more talk about the quick fix so people that don't jump inside the issue. Because if we understand the problem, not chop, we feel fix them by not chopping too much, right? But now people they don't swing They don't go now on that quick fix. Some medicine they now way it there for circulation. Now some category they call GLP-1. Make we not talk plenty what that one mean. But tell me briefly what this medicine be about.
So I go the medicine you call them GLP-1, but I go use the name where all man they call them. Now Ozempic, right? If I say Ozempic, all man understand what I talk about.
Okay.
Now wonderful medicine. I don't do weight management for the past 10 years. And the most revolutionary group of medicine that we don't get them for treat obesity, for treat fat. Now, what is the medicine they do? They do three important things. Number one, now they reduce your hemoglobin A1C, that they fix blood sugar. Now, the reason that why they actually come on the market, why they actually be developed first, now for treat diabetes. Secondly, they work for your brain for make your brain tell you say you need to be hungry. So that they block hunger signals for your brain. And thirdly, when you chop, they make chop stay for your belly, you need to come out. So people they take Ozempic, when they take 1 bite, 2 bites, they take 1 lump fufu, they only chop now 1/4.
Why do you always mention fufu? I don't say you be buying man. Okay, I mean no, I mean they come there. So you don't end the out in a fufu. Maybe better man, maybe I'll Tony Coco or something like that. But the question where I will ask you now, yes, you said this medicine they make you this chop way, the fufu way chop or the cocoyams or something, it need to go down. So the may like say you full. Then he sends signal for your head. Say, Ernest, no chop anymore because you're still full. If it's slow thing down, may it not go down. And they ask, some fear if it be say some man figure obstruction. If better food supposed to go normal speed. But you don't tell some medicine don't come say, oh, no go normal speed or slow down. I suppose to fear say if it cause me obstruction, doctor.
No, it not cause obstruction because obstruction they happen now for your intestines.
Okay.
The large and the small one, as you know. But the food, the gastric emptying, the slowing down of your stomach, it happen of your stomach. And so what did happen as a food is down for your belly, with your belly, two they call them belly, actually your stomach.
Okay.
So food is down for your stomach. And as the food need to come out, if you take another bite, that bite they go down inside some place where they call them say your esophagus. So now when you want chop, you go actually start feel uncomfortable, right? Because studies on show say when people they chop, you see how chop they stop for their chest. And so they stop for chop. If it be happen now for intestine, all man will still continue for chop.
Okay.
Right? But for between the time where you chew something to get to your stomach, it take a few minutes. Right? And so you stop for chop. If it happen now for intestine, where if you block, it will take hours before you feel them. So no fear, say your intestine. And by the way, and I know say you go for internet, people they talk about something say gastroparesis. Ozempic go paralyze your stomach. All that one are lie.
What do you mean gastroparesis?
It's not a situation where your stomach they be paralyzed. So your stomach, when you chop, it need to contract for move chop out of the stomach. It be extreme. Matter of fact, it be so rare with Ozempic. Say me, I be one of the biggest prescribers of Ozempic for this state. I never ever see them. Okay. Not one patient don't ever come say you get gastroparesis.
Great. So
when it happen, it be entirely reversible.
Okay, great. So when I hear now from Dr. On for MOPS itself, say that gastroparesis, this slowness for the contraction, not be saying a myth, it be rare. But then how? So the issue now say it keep food for your stomach. How about people then where they don't first go for some other doctor, some surgeon, say cut my belly. That's to what we call a stomach way to na belly for Pidgin they call us a belly. We will say they don't go for doctor. Say doctor cut me this my belly. I want to get only small belly so that I don't want chop plenty. Make I reduce. The people them they supposed to fear for take this Ozempic higher dose or Wegovy as you call them. They supposed to fear this medicine.
Not at all.
Okay.
Because the people the way they do them, by the time we they want to get to that point where they need Ozempic, usually they don't gain more weight and they don't chop the way they don't stretch that belly back. You know, when you talk about primary, now usually people they do gastric bypass, or they go do usually now most of the time they get sleeve gastrectomy, right? And so they stretch that sleeve because remember I said stomach now fiber, you get elastic fiber. So if you chop them and you stretch them back, but more importantly, and I will talk about why why a lot of people that do medicine they actually lose weight. Now, because a lot of times people they eat now sweets, and sweets need to really be blocked by that stomach.
You don't. So this man, it don't like say me. I would exchange question. He don't answer question where I begin for ask you. I know one may ask the question because the question where I want to ask you to now I go ask you because you don't answer them. Mm-hmm. So you talk now at this stomach, you don't reduce stomach, but. By the way, would it take some things them now? Would it drink them? Would it take some small things them, put plenty sugar inside, we drink them? Take soda, we drink them. Take all this with plenty sugar. You don't talk say, not sugar would they take, they make we fat. But something the way they will go with them, they reduce the number of amount of to take inside of belly. But I did take small sweet in them. How that one will affect me? How that medicine will work for me?
So the medicine, if you be person where you get a sweet tooth and you like sugary
sweet
things.
Tooth now, she's not a doctor.
Okay, I'm glad you be asked. So if you remember you like cake, you like chin chin, you like puff, you like for eat ice cream, Ozempic no will work for you.
Okay. I want is make it repeat. Doctor, slow down. Then start listing one after the other. Man will like cake.
You like cake.
Ice cream.
You like chin chin. You like croissant. Mm-hmm. You want chop pastries. You know, if you should don't have a house, make your own donuts. Make your own cookies. All that in them. Wait if the other one. Cupcakes. Mm-hmm. If you like all that in the Ozempic, no work for you. Because, as you very well know, sweets and carbohydrates, their digestion, they start even from up. Amylase, they for up.
That's right.
It'll be broken down for stomach. So by the time where you chop them, if you take Ozempic, you chop one whole cake. But if you take them, you know if you chop half a pound of, you don't even take 4 ounces of chicken.
Okay.
Right? And so when I see a lot of my patients, when I give the Ozempic, they come back after 1 month, they don't lose any weight. I never ask them, what did you eat? Do you like sweets? Yes, doc, I love sweets. And I always answer that because if you chop ice cream and all of that, they like watano, you know, good. It is slide through the stomach, nothing no be for blocker. And so now the mistake that a lot of people now the mistake that a lot of people they do for answer your question. Now the problem that with sweets, and now the reason that was sweets now favorite for people that they deal with emotional eating.
Okay. So we'll go come for the emotional eating. My people them will not continue for follow we or we'll go get more comments and questions and where they come, where they flow here. He go answer all that question them. But before we take another quick break, I want to remind Una, say we're there on all social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook, Insta, YouTube, the other one now it's X. No, we're not there for that other whether na MySpace or if at all it still exists. I'll be here sometimes say we're there for MySpace. I go check, we're not there for MySpace. So I feel confirmed say we're not there for MySpace. But when I go to see all of those with social media handles and they scroll for the bottom, we now continue for the interact with we now send comments, questions, everything. So when we come back from this short break, we want to come. All those questions and where we go receive them from Una, we go ask doctor. He go answer them. Then we go back, check whether true we do the right thing. When they don't give way advice, say me go no chop sweet. Whether we still chop sweet or not chop sweet, whether Ozempic go work for we or not go work for we. We will come back. We'll go take a quick break. All right, my people, when I welcome back for studio here, Adeo, Dr. Takam, will talk about this overweight issue. And before we want just go on a quick break, If they talk how sometimes this medicine, Ozempic or Wegovy at higher dose, how it work and how it need to work, depending on which kind thing you chop. But because now these people, they don't turn this into some quick fix. Even people them my weight get overweight now, one lost weight. People that they didn't normal weight. If you understand people that they don't overweight for the medication. How about my weight? They normal weight. Say, oh, you know what? I want just lost another 6 pounds or 10 pounds for aesthetic, for nyanga purposes, more not just aesthetic. How person I didn't normal weight, but I know say this medicine they make people then they lose weight. I supposed to take the medicine?
Okay, so the answer to that be nuanced. Nuance means say,
okay.
I talk for both sides of my mouth.
Okay.
So are they for and against? For the simple reason, say, when it comes to weight, of course, we'll get the medical definition for weight. I just tell you now fat, and fat. Then you get person where a normal body mass index should be 25, right? But that person feel itself more comfortable at 23. That one are more of a psychological problem for that person, right? And would they treat people? Would they just treat numbers?
Okay.
Treat human beings. So if somebody body mass index at 25, and anytime say, Doc, I want to pay for it because insurance no go cover them, of course.
Okay, that one ask the question now, right? Because it will be now more of an aesthetic issue.
Yes.
Right? There's no indication, but there is some reason, not the way the insurance go pay for that thing. But some person could come say, oh, my BMI, that body mass index now 23. Mm-hmm. I think it's supposed to be more toward the 19.
Yes.
And
so,
the medicine a good option for the person?
No.
Okay.
That person need counseling.
Tell me what the counseling be about.
Counseling means you get to sit down the person down and tell you, say, at this, you don't need the medicine. Even body mass index less than 25 or 25 as Abdi talk, you don't need the medicine. A, your insurance no go pay for. 2, it don't meet prescribing criteria because we'll get strict criteria for. Criteria means we'll get thing they will get to look for prescribe you the medicine, and you don't meet the criteria. And so you know if you give a person with a body mass index na 23 because it not be medically necessary and it not be medically indicated. That one a person where you get to chop smaller amounts of food and exercise for lose the weight where you want them.
Any risk there for the person where you get the body mass index 22? I just want the thing because I think I just want to lose more weight. Any risk there for that kind of person? Any risk, any side effects, any consequences the way for that kind of person for take that medication?
Not necessarily, not physiologically.
Okay.
That is the way your body works. You don't necessarily get any side effects.
Okay.
But the biggest issue now is that person need probably a mental health evaluation.
Okay.
Because now they start enter territory, think that like body dysmorphia and all of that.
Okay. So make we Doctor wants to explain some other kind of things, but I just want to come back to that explanation for the fact say before they prescribe you the medicine, you get for meet some certain conditions equal and criteria. Because the fear and I say people they just do like we because some other show here with doctor shopping. I move from this one physician or the prescriber. It tell me I tell this I want Wegovy, it deny. I go for some other one it give me. So what you the try for talking and say, my people them, if I'm for meet some certain criteria, make sure say you fall within the category, not only because I feel pay, I go for good one. And I go now ask you the question, how about these people them where truly they normal? In fact, sometimes they slightly on the lower side for weight. Then they can tell you, say, yes, some medicine, the way it work for lose weight. Talk about that kind of people them. How you approach them if they come to you?
Well, that one I generally put the way you get to, as I talked earlier, If someone no meet criteria, you know if you prescribe them. Because it no be legally indicated for prescribe them. The medicine, they get strict prescribing guidelines. Who they get the medicine? Number one, your body mass index, that's what we call them BMI, get to be 30 or more. Number two, if it be 27 or more, but you get to get high blood pressure or diabetes. Anything else out of that one, it no meet prescribing criteria for the medicine. Now, if you be, as Dr. Ernest be talk, if you already dry as a day, but you want to lose more weight, that one is generally a good place for start with exercise and healthy diet, or a healthier diet than the one we don't do, meaning eat even less food. But you know, feed medicine. Now, again, that will bring up will be very important. That doctor shopping, I'll just go for the person for mall where they give the medicine. I go buy them for internet and all of that. Remember, all that in them, reason they why you always get to go see doctor for get something you chook them for your skin. If you go get that online, something happen for you, now you want to know. Because you never ever know what they sell them for you online. Now the reason that way they sell them online. I'd always be baffled how people if you go online, buy something, they ship them for you, then you take the needle and inject yourself. It always be baffling to me because you don't know who make them. And by the way, right now, nobody no get right for make GLP-1s anymore. Because after May 22nd, FDA stopped all compounding of GLP because they don't meet the Lilly and Novo Nordisk, don't meet the shortages.
Indeed.
So we don't get shortage of this medicine them again. So people do it, they see sell them online, and people do it, they take them, they combine them with other thing them.
We don't know
what they did.
Yes.
Matter of fact, FDA just last week
sent
a warning. FDA na Food and Drug Administration. Now the people for America where they control, they approve, control, and all medicine where would they give them for patients them. Right? All.
No, if I'm for make you explain this one, because with people that all over this world, they see this we show. Especially for we countries, I got to talk about Cameroon. Maybe the concept for FDA not really be clear, because any kind of medicine we don't know whether some authority, some organization there for Cameroon where they control medicine. In fact, when we be small, you just go, you take any kind of thing.
Papa been a pharmacist.
Yeah, Papa a pharmacist now.
Instead they take the malaria medicine, they give all man.
It crush them for spoon, then open your mouth, then shove the thing inside. You know, get option. Maybe the medicine say not be malaria, or maybe not for worm or something else. Any person be prescribed no. People they be prescribed for Katina.
Yes.
Any man be take them. But for it be important for an understanding of this kind of issue. So the question where I get for ask you again now, but some person they wait and come for your practice. You see, say this generally go be a younger girls. It then normal weight. In fact, it on the lower side. It can meet up you. You say you go tell him do some exercise and that. But you first be concerned. Say this person the weight, be correct. How you approach those kind of people then?
Person will be normal weight.
Yeah, or even slightly on the lower side self.
So if somebody no meet prescribing criteria, I need to prescribe them.
Okay.
I need to prescribe them. I just tell them say no meet prescribing criteria.
Okay.
Now I don't get a lot of patients the way they vex, they come out, they go find other doctor. I assume they no come back and see me. But you get to practice good medicine, right? You get to practice good medicine, and good medicine say if someone no meet criteria for some medicine, no give them the medicine. Now you get a lot of, and as I talk, so you get into what they call off-label use for the medication.
What do you mean off-label use?
Off-label use means say even though you don't get prescribing criteria, you get special cases where you see give somebody the medicine. That one usually be at the discretion of the doctor and the patient where they treat. Not for all man. Now, special cases. But for my practice, I don't get many patients where they don't meet prescribing criteria and I need to prescribe them.
Okay, so with you, doctor, you earlier you talk say this medicine they reduce the how fast chop they go through it, they hold the chop inside your stomach, making no go down. So yes, then send signal for your brain say you continue for big belly food, say your belly full, make you no chop. But the question why I go for ask you and I say some other things that the way we body need, not only that calories, not only that sugar where they talk. If that food where we eat, a whole inside we belly, that other thing them they the whole inside we get for worry about some other things and we want me it go through fast or no worry no day about that like other vitamins trace elements we were supposed to take them on time. We want make we skin take them, but stomach down whole, all thing down pafuka inside that place, it need to go. Problem there.
Problem not there, absolutely. And as I answer that one, you be doctor, may I ask you, do you ever see case of scurvy or beriberi?
Yes.
Or me I never ever see them for America.
Well, for Cameroon, you see that word, don't say this man gets some conflict. No, not true now.
But conflict, I mean, then not be really clear case for osteomalacia though.
Yeah, no, but that is true. But
No.
the day,
Yes.
that will be small. You rare for no, I never see them.
Yeah.
I never see them. But because this thing not only apply for this now process even for we people them back home, Cameroon, Niger, Ghana, everywhere they do watch them. But so the question now, then too they're supposed to be worried because this for everything they do get people they do blood you vitamin D all over in different version. We not get them. So I want absorb those things them. You don't give me some medicine, make this chop stay inside my belly. I get for worry.
Absolutely not. Because the small amount of food where they go through your belly be enough.
Okay.
You no go get any vitamin deficiencies, no mineral deficiencies. Matter of fact, now if you live for America, I be ask Dr. Ennis a few minutes if you don't see all these vitamin deficiencies for a time we don't be doctor for America. And he say no. And me I never see him either. Neither for Tawa be the Italy, neither time we be the Italy.
Correct.
Because vitamin and mineral deficiency for today, it be extremely rare. And the case for Cameroon too, because I ask my interns when they do medicine for Cameroon, they want to get residency here. Have you seen this? Have you seen? They never ever see them because vitamin and mineral deficiency they be very rare. The problem is if you did chop, whatever small amount of food go through that belly when you take Ozempic, it be good enough to give you the vitamins and the minerals. The only people they get to worry now you don't get gastric bypass, right? Because gastric bypass now both a malabsorptive problem and a volume food reduction problem.
Correct.
But gastric sleeve and Ozempic, now, no be malabsorptive problem. Malabsorptive means your body no get trouble for absorb nutrients. Whatever chop go through, your body go absorb them.
Great.
So you don't get to worry about them.
Great question. So when it come toward the end, we know as people them this issue for overweight now all people them even people them in their 70s, so sometimes they even go closer to 80. They want lost weight. So I want to ask you clearly, make you answer this question. Look inside that camera. These people them in their late 70s to where they come say the one can lose weight with this medication. They're supposed to fear or they're not supposed to fear?
So they're not supposed to fear. Any man feel lose weight. Anybody. The biggest concern, not really the weight loss, not be say you use the medicine. The biggest concern when you be 70 and 70 especially or more, now say you already get a reduced muscle mass, right?
Correct.
And so when you start lose weight, if you lose a lot of weight, you get to make sure you eat a lot of protein.
Okay.
So that you preserve your muscle mass. But and the one that they talking because I know say we'll talk about Ozempic and muscle mass. It no means say Ozempic they make you lose all your muscle as per they talk for internet.
Okay, so you don't jump my question where I go ask, but answer the question. Ozempic they cause muscle mass, loss of muscle mass.
No, Ozempic they cause loss of muscle mass. Weight loss they cause loss of muscle mass. Right?
Yes.
Anytime you restrict your diet significantly, you restrict your caloric intake. That is every time you restrict the amount of chop where you chop.
Correct.
You give your because chop na energy for your body. Chop when you chop your body it therefore like so you take your motor go gas station, you put fuel inside your motor for drive the motor, now so chop there for body. And so if you reduce the amount of chop where you give your body, you also reduce the amount of protein where you give your body. Protein are the part of your chop, like meat, chicken, fish, all that are protein. Now they want that your body to use them for build muscle. And so if you chop less of that, your body no get enough building blocks for build muscle. So whether you lose weight now because you do bariatric surgery, you get gastric sleeve, or you get gastric bypass, or you just decide to you chop small, you go exercise, or you go take Ozempic, all of them, they eventually lead to some degree of muscle mass loss. Okay. It happens for anything. Not a problem will be specific to Ozempic. But people don't take them for TikTok and internet like saying now Ozempic problem. It may be specific to Ozempic.
Nice. So when I don't get the answer from oneself, before we close, I want to ask you one kind of a summary question. You get some patient where it come for your practice. It just start talk about overweight. Say if fat. How you approach them, generally speaking?
Well, my first question was to ask the patient, now, why you think they gain weight? Because that question, they always tell you a whole lot. Either it will tell you, say the person don't get any understanding of how weight gain they happen, or it will let you see behind the mask, behind the weight, actually go in that person in mind. Because don't forget, say, a lot of us, for instance, a lot of people, they watch this show, they Cameroon, Nigeria, some they Sierra Leone, someone they America. Now, two different sets of problems. People they Cameroon, they Africa, generally, when they start make money or small money, they start gain weight because they weight gain be associated with being rich. And so you get to talk to that person. If that person just
repeat what you talk. So,
because big belly be associated with get plenty money.
Now you talk so wait now big belly. You remember I say bourgeois, rich man.
Yes, a rich man get big belly.
I remember some time I go
don't
Cameroon.
Be afraid of my stomach.
I go Cameroon a few years ago. So my cousin called my mommy tell us at the sick, say my belly no big. So it means that you the sick. Not true now, not true story.
Even my own mommy tell me, say, doctor, don't lose any more weight. Doctor say you poor.
Okay, so
that's true.
So rich man must fat.
Yes.
Now we own understanding that, but we fail for understand say that fat. Now all of the ego lead to all of the things where Dr. Takem done talk earlier. So if we want to know what the excess fat, the little, una go back, rewind this show from the beginning, it will list everything where it go happen for your body when you get excess fat. But now because you go be one of we resident scholars and experts where they come answer people the questions for you, I just want to briefly tell people them how they feel reach you.
So the fastest and easiest way for reach me, now for go for my website, dralberttakem.com. And if you find me for Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok on at Dr. Albert Takem. And I get a show for YouTube, the Dr. Albert Takem YouTube channel, where they talk about all these things. Matter of fact, I just started a series about Ozempic and weight gain. Tomorrow, Monday, the first episode will go live tomorrow.
So when I go see all that information, it is scroll for the bottom for on our screen. But yeah, for your practice itself, you get website, phone number in case they want to reach you.
Yeah, I forget that one. So for reach me for my medical practice, now maryland-primarycare.com, and it be located for Upper Marlboro and Silver Spring, Maryland, 301-627-3500. Fastest way for reaching.
Maryland-primarycare.com. Una go see the scroll, and then the phone number go to scroll at the bottom for una screen. So, Dr. Takem, we don't come for the end of the show today. We want to thank you for honoring our request for can address this issue for Ozempic. The next time we go bring you back, make you talk about some other pressing issues and way they affect our community, because we think that the only way that way we go make people that understand the challenges we're facing in our community. So without further ado, I want to thank Una and then tell Una say we will be back in a couple of weeks with Dr. Takem for addressing some other issues. Una, good night.